Hello, 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 everyone. Wow, this room looks great. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up the reason why you're here. The cast and filmmakers of Teen Wolf. First, Jeff Davis, Tyler Posey, Crystal Reed, come on, Holland Roden, come on, y'all, Mr. Colton Haynes, Shelley Hennig, Miss Shelley Hennig, Sprayberry, Khylin Rhambo, Mattis, and Amy Workman.
Hello.
Sorry. Wow.
Hello.
There he is. Thank you. There he is. Clean up on aisle 6. I don't know. Clean up on aisle 6.
I'm so sorry. I got excited.
Oh,
We need a mop over here.
that's definitely gonna make the highlight
so sorry.
video. That is definitely gonna make the highlight video. Thank you.
That's about right.
You broke a water bottle and not your toe this time.
That's good. I love it. It's we're back. First of all, thank you all for being here. And I just have to start. Thank you, Jeff, for this great cast reunion that I get to moderate. All right, I gotta turn just a little bit because I can't even see y'all. There's too many of you. Jeff, I have to start with you. This endeavor to bring all of these talented folks back, not for another season of television, but a movie, was kind of ambitious just to get them in a room. I was back in the green room and I was like, there's so many of them. So to then write an entire moving film on that was an even bigger endeavor. So why did you decide to do that again?
It wasn't my decision.
It wasn't your decision.
Actually, to be honest, though, it was a couple of different inspirations. One thought was, could we bring Crystal Reed back? And I had always said that if we were going to do a movie, we would have to bring Crystal back. And so the idea started percolating, and I said to Crystal over text, actually on Instagram it was, I said, are you ready to pick up the bow and arrow again? And we talked, and there was magic still there. So I was excited to get back, and we're still working on it.
Yeah. And we've seen a little bit already. I was blessed to unveil that trailer at Comic-Con. Did you guys see that trailer? It was pretty dope. Like
Just a tease.
Just a tease, you know. And when she showed up, it was literally one of the biggest screams, which I definitely want to talk about. But Tyler, I do have to go ahead and start with you, sir, as you spill water.
I'm so sorry. We need some towels over here.
Oh,
People are
get it
gonna slip.
eventually.
That thing exploded.
You're not gonna make some poor employee have to be a part of this now. Like that's not like they're gonna like we'll get it
sorry.
later.
I got excited. I don't
No,
know.
you're great. I love that excitement because I know it's because everyone in this audience is so excited that you guys are back. So that is exactly the energy that we need.
I did it for you guys. I love you too.
Yes.
I love you too.
But I will say, this film I've already seen, from what we've seen and from what I've talked to with Jeff and you guys, he's in a very different place this time
Scott
around.
McCall?
Yeah, Scott McCall is in a very different place this time around. And
He is.
just the time jump already put me in a bit of a moment, but everything he's sort of dealing with. So go ahead and just lay folks in on where we find Scott at the beginning of this, because again,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
crazy.
very different.
So it's 15 years later. I don't know if anybody knows that, but we meet Scott as in his mid-30s, in his early 30s. Scott McCall is not a teen wolf anymore. He's a 30-year-old wolf. And when we last left Beacon Hills, all that crazy shit, like Beacon Hills carries a lot of weight for Scott. Emotionally, physically, you know, he's constantly on edge, trying to save the world, trying to be the true alpha, you know what I mean? So being an adult, he wanted to get away. He wanted to get away from Beacon Hills and kind of start a new life, see what's out there. Put down the hero role for a little while, you know, and that's all Scott knew, ever. Because he's the true alpha. He became the true alpha because he is innately a hero. And putting down that role, he's lost himself a little bit, you know? It's the first time we see Scott, it's the first time we see him do stuff normal, as a normal person ever since the pilot, you know? It's the first time we've seen Scott kind of with human emotions and, I mean, not that he didn't have any human emotions before, but he's doing stuff that a normal person would do, you know? It's pretty intense to see Scott doing a mundane, normal life. And he's also lonely because he's missing something in his life. He's missing the hero role. He's missing friends. He's missing Beacon Hills. He's missing family. And so we see Scott as a sort of troubled adult, you know, depressed, kind of dealing with loneliness for the first time. And it's really special and powerful and impactful. And I think a lot of us can relate because last time the show was out, everyone grew up with it, you know? And now we're all adults, like legitimately adults. You know, there's some people I've met that look like they're my age, and they're like, I've been watching you since I was like 6 years old. And I was like, how the hell? How old are you? And so everyone who grew up with the show is now an adult and is dealing with depression, dealing with loneliness, anxieties, and that's kind of how we pick up Scott McCall. So it's the first time we've seen him dealing with depression, anxiety, loneliness as an adult. And I thank you, Jeff, for writing that, because it was fun to play that side of Scott, you know?
Yeah, and actually we don't have to vision it, because Jeff, are we gonna let him see?
We're gonna let him see. We have a new trailer coming, but for now, we're gonna show you a scene.
Yeah.
And the scene was actually supposed to be, there was someone supposed to be here to help the scene be introduced, but he's actually stuck in traffic.
Really is. But you know,
I will
hang on
say
to-
Tyler Hecklin gives his blessing to show the scene because you're about to see him in a whole new light.
Yeah.
Shall we roll the clip?
Yeah, let's roll it.
You know what's funny about that is the first edit of it, they were like, let's play the whole scene. I'm like, we're not playing the whole scene.
Well, if you're gonna come back, that's a way to come back. I will go ahead and say, Crystal, that's a way to come back. Wow. So first and foremost, you kicked his behind. Let's just go ahead and start there. That was so cute. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Allison, I will have to say, first of all, you weren't in the room at Comic-Con, but the sound was deafening the minute you came on screen. They just jumped up and down like, I mean, you rivaled Sarah Michelle Gellar as far as like the noise, ma'am, and that's a pretty, I think, amazing feat. So what was it like hearing about that reaction? You weren't there, but man, you were there in spirit. Because if you were there, it would have given away, you know.
Yeah.
Would have given it away.
I really love Allison as much as everyone else does, but I'm always so humbled by just the amount of support she gets, because I just approach her from such an honest place, and I know that I'm bringing a lot of myself to it. So every time I hear that, it makes me just so grateful to be an actor and to know that I'm doing my job and I'm telling a story that affects people. And I'm so grateful that I have the ability to bring, you know, Jeff's character to life. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
And can I just go ahead and say how great it is to see you sitting next to Holland, like just for my like visual, like I feel the serotonin just coming watching you two on a Comic-Con stage. And I think what I really love about this story is I feel that your two characters, I mean, you look very mad in that moment, but I just feel that just the first time she sees Allison, everything that's going to come flooding back for so many of these characters, but especially for yours, Holland. Like I feel.
Or is it?
Or is it? Oh wait. Well, do you want to educate me? I would love to hear it.
Are we allowed?
We are definitely not allowed.
Don't
Earmuffs, Jeff.
Don't say a word. I will tell you, though, there's a moment I did show Crystal a scene the other night. I texted her and I'm like, you got to see this, because it affected me. And it was a scene between her and Holland. And I'm not saying anything else.
I did not receive a text.
Oh. Well, do
I
you
didn't
know what
receive a
scene he's
text.
talking about, or at least maybe you could set the stage for what to expect, Miss Holland? Do you know which one? Well, why don't you just take us back to doing a scene with Allison for the first time after all these years? Because I think that was probably a special moment, just doing a scene together.
I actually am really happy to see Lydia and Jackson together again.
That is true, too. That is pretty true, too.
Oh! He still has my house key on and off screen. But I would say that the one thing I think you guys are going to really love, that I personally loved, and hopefully that it translates, is just that reunion on screen is real, and feeling those characters come back together. I hadn't seen Posey in a while, and so when you see Lydia and Scott on screen, hopefully that feeling is what you feel too, that we felt when we were filming it. It's like a big hug, and it's a big it's a really nice reunion. But this one I see weekly, so it wasn't that emotional.
Oh, no. I kind of pre-warmed him. First of all, fabulous. Everyone looks fabulous, I might have to add. Like, y'all all could just, like, go back into the Letterman uniforms. I love it. But, Mr. Colton, sir, how does it feel to finally answer the question, where's Jackson? Like, you can finally say he's back.
It's wild to think that it's been, 12 years since we did this? And I'm so happy that I got to come back. And it was funny because Posey and I were talking about, this is loud. Posey and I were talking about how, we've known each other for so long, but when I came back as Jackson, Jackson's kind of annoying and a little bit of a prick. And I have this monologue, and he kept laughing in my takes, and I was like, "We're never going to get this done." Like, so we're all so close that, it definitely. We're just excited to be here. Also, today is Holland's birthday, everybody.
Yes!
So can we just okay? So I had to get that out. I had to get that out. Happy birthday. We love you.
Thank you.
What did you get her?
It's just love.
Jeff called us ketchup and mustard when we showed up, and he's not wrong. I was like,
We look like
touche.
ketchup and mustard.
We totally do.
But good, but very
I love condiments, so there you go. That's my birthday present.
I don't like mustard.
I love it. Shelley, hello, ma'am. Thank you for being back here. I'm so happy to see you as well. I do have to say, what I'm most excited about with your character is just the fact that you're going to get to have your own arc and just really and have your own story this time around. And I'm just curious, what are you excited about, or what can folks look forward to this time around? Because I feel like with the movie, it's like you can really take the story anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, I was really pleased and excited to hear that Jeff wanted me back. And I loved his pitch and where he thought Malia would be. And Shelley was having her own arc this year, so I brought that into Malia, and they're like, yep. And it was, I play Malia a lot more vulnerable, or at least that's what I thought I was bringing to it. I don't know, I haven't seen it. I haven't gotten text messages of scenes.
There are some
They're coming. I think they're incoming,
yeah,
right?
They're coming.
No, I trust Jeff with my life, and these people right here, it was just amazing. And to what Holland said, it was a real feeling of being reunited, and I got to know them even more. I mean, Crystal and I never really filmed together. Holland and I got to spend a lot more girl time together. I got to know you a little more, we have new characters and new friends, and Malia kind of has her own little journey, but it's still about the pack, and it's still about having them in her life or not having them in her life, depending on which part of the movie we're looking at.
Yeah, and I will say, everyone watching, I think right now, and everyone who was at Comic-Con, and really everyone who's a fan of the show, like, I just felt it being a moderator for, like, the first panel. When I first said I was doing it, a lot of people were like, oh my God, like, it's happening, and I was just slightly older than I shouldn't have been watching Teen Wolf, but I was into it, whatever. We all had our phases. And so I just didn't understand it until I saw it, but I think with, Kale and especially Dylan, with you guys felt it the entire time, and you guys have always felt it. What does it feel like? Because I have to feel like after the last season, you thought, that's it. I don't think I'm coming back, and now here we are. So what is it like being back? And Dylan, I'll start with you.
Well, it is, it's quite lovely. Being back has been amazing. It's funny, when I came onto the show, I was the youngest wolf, and now we have a new young wolf. So I'm not that character anymore. Exactly. Yeah. Knee clap. So it was really cool to pass that off and to take more of a mature approach to Liam, and I have a new love interest as well, Amy. She's an amazing scene partner, an amazing actress, and we kick a lot of ass together, and it was really great to come back and do something in a refreshing way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Honestly, everything he said, it kind of felt like, we've said this before, but like Teen Wolf was kind of like my college. Like I didn't go to college, so the time that I was supposed to be in college, I was filming Teen Wolf, and we were filming in high school. So I got to kind of imagine what that experience would be like, but it became like a really deep learning experience. And then, you know, it ended and life happened, and we all experienced just...
Boy, did it happen.
It happened. And it was crazy to see, like, I mean, I changed as a person, but the essence was still there, and I saw that the same thing was with every single person that was a part of the cast originally. And so it was a surreal kind of Twilight Zone experience. It's like, imagine going back to high school with all of your original friends, but you guys have evolved, and you're back in this space where you weren't. It was just, I wouldn't have, it felt like a dream, honestly. So I'm very grateful, very blessed, and I'm excited to see how it happens and see you guys' reaction, because it's been great so far. It's been an amazing journey.
Love that so much. For Amy and Vince, it's, I'm sure, incredible, but also intimidating to join something like this, especially with the history of every single person on this cast, in addition to just the fact that, you know, you guys this is a very big thing to do, I think, obviously, for both of you. So, Amy, what was it like for you that sort of, well, first of all, were you, like, you can lie if you want to. So I'd be like, how familiar were we when you joined? How familiar were we with the lore?
I had not watched the show. I had watched a couple of episodes just for like acting class stuff. Like I studied this show in my acting classes.
Hey.
But I'd never watched it, and it was definitely intimidating because it's like being the new kid in school. It's like, am I gonna make friends? Am I gonna work well with people? But Dylan was one of the first people that I met, and we like instantly clicked. We're super close now, and we work really well together. And everyone was genuinely like so welcoming and so kind, and it felt like joining a friend group. There was no weird adjustment period where I was like, I don't know how these people feel. Like everyone is so wonderful. It was really, really cool.
Oh. I love that so much. I want to also make sure too that I give this opportunity because Jeff, I don't think we've actually told anyone when they get to see it, right? We haven't told them.
Hold on, we forgot Vince.
Yeah, but first, they definitely want us to make sure everybody knows first.
Well, I saw something online that said it was coming out October 15th. You could see it on October 15th, but I don't think you'd want it to come out. The official date is January 26th. On Paramount Plus, and you can watch it over and over and over.
Yes, on repeat. Vince, I'm going to give you the last question, which I think is fitting because you're not only stepping into the Teen Wolf shoes, but you're stepping into the like legacy family. Like you're stepping into like, you know, there's a lot that comes with that.
Yeah, no.
So what was that like? Because I really liked even seeing Tyler and Scott, just the idea of them having this big brother moment with you. I love it.
Right, I feel like I have a lot of big brothers and fathers in this movie. I feel like the original
I'm the grandfather.
I feel like the original show worked so well because it was a coming of age, and there's all these teenagers just coming together to fight this one force of evil, and just watching them grow up, and you know these actors grew up on it, you know, in real life, and just to see them grow as characters is really cool. And I would say that I bring that element kind of back into this movie. You know, it's called Teen Wolf, and yeah, I don't know, but also to that to that point, yeah, everybody was just so welcoming and amazing, and I feel like I have big shoes to fill in real life, but also in this film, and I have a lot. I'm like my character is looking up in this movie. I'm looking up to all these. I mean, you got Scott McCall, and you got Derek, and you got all these wolves, and I'm just like, what, you know? But I'm like that right now, too. This is surreal, so yeah, thank you guys.
Also, just real quick for the people that this is your first time on a Comic-Con stage, what's up? Like,
This
how you
is
feeling?
the last time I did public speaking was we had to make these graveyards in school, and I did it about oh gosh, I forgot the name. Not Harrison Ford. Who's the person who invented the car? I can't remember.
Henry.
Doesn't matter. Besides the point.
Did
And I was scared,
Harrison
but
Ford not invent cars?
Harrison Ford's an actor. He's an actor, not Harrison Ford. It's another H or something. I don't remember. Henry Ford. Thank you. Last time I did public speaking was for that, and I was pooping my pants, and now I'm here and doing the same thing, but it's fun. It's fun. Yeah.
Are you peeing now?
Yeah.
Literally
As we
young
speak,
Posey.
that's my pee right
yeah, there
there.
you go.
Right there.
I mean, this is great. I just love it. We're going to go to some audience questions really quickly. I believe we have a microphone set up, correct? Although I don't know where. To the left. There we go. I see a Scarlet Witch. Giddy up.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm sorry, this is more for the veteran people, but how has your growth as an actor changed the way you think of your character or prepared? Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a Posey question.
How has the growth of me as an actor changed the way that I approach the character? I mean, the great thing about Teen Wolf, you know, or any TV show that anybody gets to be on and watch religiously is that you constantly get to watch your work and be like, okay, I can improve in these moments and improve here and in here and here. And the entire thing was like a learning lesson for me. You know, even though I've been acting since I was 6, I was still using it as a means to kind of improve my craft and all of that, you know? And so you'd never stop doing that. You know, it's a muscle that you always want to keep exercising and finding new ways to play the character and you know, going through life. You genuinely learn a lot about acting and how to apply it while growing and going through crazy shit and gnarly experiences and good and happy and bad and sad. And so you just apply life. At least that's how I take it. You apply life to your work. And I thought it was very symbolic and serendipitous that Scott was in an area that's, you know, a little down and heavy. And I've gone through some heavy shit since the show ended. And so it was nice to kind of apply real life. That's kind of how I act. I try to do it as naturally as possible without like Meisner technique or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, did that answer your... Sweet, thank you.
All right. Y'all can fight me. I know. But we are out of time. There's too many of them.
One more.
We can't, because we have another whole panel.
Okay.
But otherwise, I would.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I really am.
Come on, one more. Let me get it. Come in. Step up to the microphone. Let's
All
hear it.
right, he can
Make it quick.
override. He can override.
Step
Make
up,
it
step up,
quick.
step up.
Make it quick. Make it quick.
Yeah.
Make it quick. Go ahead. We got you.
Love
Go
your
ahead.
outfit.
Thank you. I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. You guys filmed together for years, and obviously it's been years since you wrapped filming. And revisiting these characters and these sets and these stories, I was wondering if it like brought back like any specific really fond memories that you guys had growing up together on set.
Do you want to do this one, Allison? Do you want to do this one? Did any memories come back when you came
Yeah,
back?
sure. All of the memories came back for me. And it was really clear to me how much I had grown as a person and how I was able to put that into Allison's journey. But I don't know, when I look back at the pilot days and I think about who we were then, our essence of who we are is still the same. And that is so genuinely beautiful. And it's such a gift to be able to have that first year together, I think.
Yeah, you were having flashbacks when I was in the lacrosse outfit.
Yes, I was. I really was. And the cool thing is, there may be flashbacks in the film. I don't know.
Don't say another word.
All right, y'all gonna get me in
End this
trouble if
panel.
I do not get them off the stage. I'm so sorry, but I want to thank you all so very much.
Thank you.
I want to
more
thank
time.
you guys.
And thank you all. Stick around. We have
This wouldn't be
more.
possible without you. You guys brought Teen Wolf back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We love you. Let's keep it going.